Today we are going to be taking a nostalgic trip down Chapter 1 of Fortnite, specifically Chapter 1, Season 8. We are going to be taking a look at all of their old loading screens today, guys. This is the series on the channel where we look back, like I just said, on old Fortnite loading screens, talk about the storyline, talk about the artwork, because again, that's something that I appreciate personally. I just want to take a look at all of these seasons and dive back into, really, how Chapter 1 used to do things, because when it came to loading screens, it was honestly on another level. But then, hey, maybe throughout the series, we can compare it to the new loading screens. We're going to get into that in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's get right into it, guys, starting off with Triceratops showcase art for the Dino Guard set. And honestly, it's funny that out of all of the skins, they end up just randomly sometimes doing these Triceratops type skins, because this one came out in, like, what, Chapter 1, Season 3? Regardless, we got the loading screen for it now, but let's move on to the Ice Queen. This was just a showcase art for the Ice Queen, because while there was storyline potential here, especially with the Ice King, especially for the season after the Ice King, nothing really ended up coming from this, and it ended up just really being a beautiful loading screen for the Ice Queen, because I loved back in Chapter 1, Season 7, after that event, we had all of the zombie hordes. The name's escaping me at the moment. The frost hordes, I don't remember what they were. It doesn't really matter. Regardless, loading screen is beautiful. The Ice Queen is a great skin. I personally really do love those zombies, but it was just a showcase art for the Ice Queen. Now, Strength of Will, the first official loading screen of Chapter 1, Season 8. The key to victory is determination, part of the Discovery set. Now, this was mostly, it's tough to say, because you really could look at Master Key here and, oh my god, well, he has the, he's looking for some with that key, right? But nothing really ended up coming from this. Regardless, I thought it was a pretty cool loading screen at the time. I remember us trying to dissect this back in the day. We were kind of like, oh, well, who's taking that key? It seems like it's another hybrid, but it's really, really tough to say. It really ended up actually being a hybrid skin, but we didn't know what Master Key wanted, but nothing ended up coming from it. Regardless, it is a very, very pretty loading screen, showing off the Chapter 1 Season 8 and map. Now that I think about it, okay, that was Sunny Steps. I was kind of taking a look at it, and I was like, that's an awkward angle. I thought the volcano, the way we were looking at it because of the lava, I thought we were looking at it from the side of Retail Row, but I just realized that's fire from Sunny Steps. Is a very, very, very nice loading screen, in my opinion. But let's keep going to Spray Collage. Nothing really to say here. It's just it's a fun loading screen with sprays. But then, of course, we have Sergeant Green Clover, showcase art for the Green Clover set, part of the Green Clover set, and this is teasing, or a part of the new spring event, new part of the St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why that was escaping my memory at the moment, but honestly, I think this loading screen is also beautiful. I love the shimmer coming off of the gold. I love the green skins. I'm Irish myself. I like St. Patrick's Day. I love the rainbow coming from it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful loading screen, in my opinion. But now we have the showcase art for Season 8. The really, really cool loading screen coming in. Now, I remember back in the day, we were dissecting this hard because we're like, oh, dual pistols. What is that gun that Blackheart has? What is that thing that the skin has on the right? Is the treasure map going to be an item? Are we going to get a bow, which turned out to be one of the greatest weapons in Fortnite history? We have pirate cannons, Peely doing the Nana dance. There was a lot to tease in here, and we finally ended up getting the volcano. You know what's funny is back in the day, and I still do this, but it's really, really tough because sometimes you get spoiled. I remember loading up the season, I wanted 0 spoilers, especially because I didn't have a YouTube channel, right? I still don't want spoilers, but I wanted no spoilers, one little bit. So what I always did, because the first thing you would typically see here is this showcase loading screen when you don't load up the new season of Fortnite, and especially if you're Epic Games Launcher loading, waiting for the service, you will see this. I don't look at it. I literally do this when I'm loading it up, and I wait to hear the sound from my headset, because I don't want to see all the skins. I wanted a authentic reaction for the battle pass. I didn't see this at the time, but everybody was going crazy about it because not everything was there on day one, right? Very cool. Very, very well detailed loading screen. I loved it personally, but let's keep going to Scallywags. Part of the Scallywag set just shows the Lazy Lagoon pirate ship thing, and people were talking about, I remember people were talking about, are we finally going to get a Kraken event? I still hope Epic Games does that. I still want to make that video. That'd be really cool if Epic Games ended up actually doing another, excuse me guys, sorry about that. Another actual Kraken event, actually teasing towards it. And then with the conversations that would come with the community would be absolutely phenomenal there. But then we have Ruination, the Road to Ruin, part of the Discovery set. Now, this one was really tough because this is one of the secret skins that nothing really came from it, right? We didn't really know it was teasing. It was a cool skin, don't get me wrong, but everybody was trying to figure out what exactly this ruined skin was for. Unfortunately, nothing ended up coming from it. But then we have Ripening Ritual, one of the most iconic loading screens of all time. The ancient rite of passage for every young banana entering bananahood. This was the start of all of the Peely memes because we didn't have Peely, right? Now it's just commonplace to see Peely and fish stick everywhere, but now we have all of the Peelys running around. Some of them are rotting, and it was a great showcase artwork for the Peely skin. I thought it was beautiful. I love the way they have the clouds over Sunny Steps. I love the way they're carrying them. I love how they have a complete banana line through everything. You know what's interesting is they all are doing the conga. And Epic Games must have known that this was going to be a hit because we actually ended up getting in this season bananas doing a conga line. It's crazy to me that Epic Games kind of called that, right? Because it was a battle pass. It was a battle pass loading screen, and they could have had an idea, but they didn't know, and then everybody ended up actually memeing back in the day and doing a conga line with the Peely skin. It was crazy to me. It's crazy to me. This just reminds me of Madagascar too. I really love this loading screen. I love that they redid it for Fortnite OG. It's really, really cool. But then, of course, we just have the showcase art for the Volume 11 set Power Chord. Shout out to iTalk, in my opinion. It's the skin's a bit overhyped, but I do love the love for this skin that it's being shown. It's cool that there's loading screen. It's cool that it could go with the Volume 11 set. I actually do like that they're in Junk Junction over there, and they have the fireworks kind of coming out of the junkyard there. It is a really nice, well done loading screen, to be honest with you. But let's continue on. Showcase artwork for Master Key. Nothing to talk about here, but it's another clean loading screen. Now we have Loot Lava. We have the Bananas Never Split part of the Discovery set. Now, this was teasing the treasure maps back in the day because these are like the different treasure chests here. And I don't know why it's really in, it looks to be, I don't know where this is actually. I'm sure I would know, but I'm trying to think about it. It wasn't under the bridge of Tomato Temple or the tunnel there, right? It wasn't under there because there was lava under there. I'm sure it's somewhere. Pressure Plant wasn't in Season 8. No, that was just the volcano. I'm trying to remember where that is. Regardless, I love to see Jonesy reaching for Peely in the treasure chest, trying to save him. Day, don't step in that lava. It was really cool. Very nice loading screen there. But then we have Life of Luxury. All that glitters is gold. Lux, one of the most hated Tier 100 skins of all time. And to be honest with you, I don't like the skin either, man. Not worthy of the Tier 100 skin. I just don't like it myself. But let's keep going. We have the Isle of Treasure. The search is on, of course, hinting at the treasure maps. Now, this is it turned out it was teasing the item, but I remember looking at this and I was like, okay, what exactly is on this map here? What exactly is a magnifying glass pointing to? And nothing ended up coming from it. But this, I would love to see Epic Games dive into something like this again one day, because it actually, like, this is what I miss about the loading screens, man. There used to be so much to talk about, and now there's just not really. Regardless, it's a very, very nice loading screen. I use it myself. Now, we have the Hands of Flame. The fire inside burns eternal. Again, part of the Discovery set. Now, we have the official loading screen for the Boom Bow, one of the greatest loading screens of all time. But honestly, this is very well done. I love the name of the skins escaping me at the moment, but I love the fire hands, the Boom Bow getting ready to go. It's ready to fire. The lava is really coming to glow at night here. I just find all of this type of artwork beautiful, guys. I don't know about you. Like, if you share this kind of, like, I don't know if I want to call it a passion, but like, I just appreciate all the artwork, man. Very, very clean, nice loading screen there. I just butchered so much of what I said there. Anyways, we have the Darting Through Danger. The shiniest treasure is always protected by the most traps, part of the Discovery set. Now, this was honestly probably just teasing the poison dart traps. I miss that a lot. I miss trap ops in general. Very, very underrated item that makes Fortnite special. You don't need just traps. The poison dart was great. Running through Sunny Steps, of course, we always put that on there. It always blended in. It was an okay skin too, with the backpack to go with it. Very nice loading screen there. Then we have Children of the Brood, hatchlings born in Cauldron of Fire, part of the Discovery set. Now, this is of course teasing the Fire King and the hybrids. You can see the armor coming off. You start with the hybrid skin, then on the right you have the armor coming off, and then it turns into the actual hybrid skin. Nothing really ended up coming from the hybrid skins here, but still, it was really cool because we were wondering what it was for. We know that the Fire King was kind of hatching them. I know there was a little storyline to there, but it's not really escaping. It's not really coming to me at the moment. I remember there was a lot of teasing and a lot of speculation in the storyline community when it came to those eggs in the loading screen, because we were wondering what's going to hatch from them. We didn't know, were they going to be little devourers, like stuff like that. Well, we didn't know the devourers at the time, but we were speculating them to be some grand thing, right? But it ended up being the hybrid skins, ended up teasing it. Still, at the end of the day, even if it really led to nothing, I love that it gave us something to talk about. I really, really do love that. And the hybrids always have been here. Very, very cool. Now, we have Breakthrough. What lies below? Part of the Discovery set. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about this one, but I believe we got this right before the unvaulting event. I remember speculating so much about this vault, speculating about those pillars that were there that I never knew what to call them, the things that you were chopping and hitting at. We were all working together as a community. Remember them going into the vault. We didn't even know, we weren't even sure that it was a vault. This was some of the greatest time to be a fan of the Fortnite storyline, because we saw the government at the time, that's what everybody was calling it, right, digging and just unleashing this new thing that was here. And then we turns out like, oh my god, what is in here? Then talks came up again about the Fortnite storyline actually being a simulation, which would make sense. And we were like, okay, who's building those bunkers? Who's studying it? Why? We actually have like cars and trucks and cranes and stuff. We didn't know why these magical pillars were inserting into there. Some people came up with a vault conversation, but none of us really know. I remember some people thinking it was a flying saucer. This was one of the greatest times to be a Fortnite storyline fan, and I will never forget. It led to one of the greatest events of all time, and it was actually the vault. What lies below is so perfect for it, because like that we were all wondering. Let's keep going though. Almost done here. We have arachnids, showcase art for the arachnid set. A very nice set in my opinion. Creeps me out a little bit, but I'm not a big spider guy myself. Now we have a new voyage. Swap the deck and ready the cannons. Part of the Discovery set again. Teasing Lazy Lagoon, teasing the Battle Pass skins, teasing Fish Stick here. The pirate level of Fish Stick, excuse me. I'm fascinated by pirates. I love pirate stuff. I think it's super, super cool. So I've talked about it on the channel before. Blackheart's one of my favorite Battle Pass skins of all time. I really, really think this loading screen is super cool. Nothing special about it. I love the Fish Stick driving it. I love they're in the cannon. I love that they're looks like they're playing cards down there. Regardless, super, super cool loading screen. Now, we have the hybrid animated loading screen. I don't know if we can... a couple people commented in the... Oh, you see the little 3 dots? Ah, there we go. We can see it full screen. I remember... Thank you for those of you who commented on that. There was a few of them last screen, because I was sad that I couldn't see these full screen. And now we can actually see the animated loading screens here. I really do miss some of these animated loading screens, because it's just brings a little bit of life to them. You see the entire transformation of hybrid, and it's nothing like crazy high quality, but I love that you see the ninja stars here. I love the background. It's a nice different way to showcase the art for the hybrid skin and the transformation. They even have the electricity going in. Fortnite used to put so much care into the loading screens. I thought it was beautiful, but we do have one more loading screen to go through, that being Fortnite Endgame. I do not believe this one is animated. It's just the Marvel thing that's animated there, right? Yeah, nothing about it is animated, but still, very, very cool loading screen right there. It was so hype at the time, because of course Endgame was coming up. There was so much hype there. We have Thanos coming back, and the trailer specifically with Fish Stick getting Thor's axe. This had all of the hype behind it, and it was the perfect way to make an assemble loading screen. Avenge the Fall and Fortnite Endgame, teasing one of the greatest events ever. Guys, that is going to do it for the Chapter 1 Season 8 loading screens. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested, I just went through all of the loading screens from Chapter 1 Season 7. Check it out on screen right here. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.